Hi. If you selected the first card, which is surrender to non-action, then this is your reading and we already have a card jumping out. Okay, a lot of cards are falling out before I'm making my own spread also. Okay, so I think for all those who have selected this pile, let me just clear the table a little bit. For all those who have selected this pile, what must have happened was that you must be getting a lot of signs from the universe, or you must be feeling like bringing a lot of change in your own life since a while. तो आपको ना कहीं से ऐसा intuitively feel हो रहा होगा that you are not happy where you are right now, and to progress further you need to be making a change in your life. But I am sensing a lot of personal blocks because of which you are not able to make that change. And the card also that you selected was surrender to non-action. So that card actually talks about that it's about time to be still, focus on your breath and focus on your power. And maybe that's why the card of surrender to non-action you also chose, because the message is that maybe for a very long time what you must be doing is you might be just trying to survive, stay afloat, for which you might be taking a lot of chaotic actions, or your mind might be really confused since a long while in terms of figuring out what to do. And शायद आप ना बहुत overwhelm हो गए हो कि यार ये भी करना है, वो भी करना है, सब कुछ करना है. No, what you need to do is you just need to breathe in and out and maybe devote some time in only figuring out your personal blocks. ये थोड़ा सा introspection का time है. And I don't mean the entire month of June, but I do feel that at least for 2-3 days, week, if possible, plan a vacation. If possible, plan some downtime. And I don't mean a vacation, I mean maybe take off from work for 2-3 days. Sit with yourself, whatever works for you. Either journal, either just talk to yourself, try speaking to a life coach. But you need to have clarity around your thoughts, because this is chaotic right now. So even in terms of your actions and plans, everything is seeming very overwhelming and chaotic, because this is a transformative period for you. But the problem is you are not being able to reach to this level of energy that जो होगा देख लेंगे, या एक नया एडवेंचर या इंस्पिरेशन, वो सब आ ही नहीं रहा है. एंड यू ऑल्सो नो दैट यू वॉन्ट टू गेट देयर, यू डिजर्व अ लॉट मोर, बट दैट इज़ नॉट हैपनिंग. ऑल्सो फ्रैंकली स्पीकिंग ना, मुझे पायल थोड़ी सी अपने करियर को लेकर ज़्यादा परेशान लग रही है. नॉट दैट द लव लाइफ इज, आई मीन द रोमांटिक साइड ऑफ थिंग्स डजंट सीम टू बी very great, but it's like वहाँ पे ना there is a level of mental stability. I'll expand on it later. What do I mean by mental stability? But in regards to your career, in regards to your personal growth, it just feels that I am not happy. Like your soul is not happy. The first message that I'm getting here is this pile definitely could be feeling a lot of blockages in regards to their finances. Financially इनको ना बड़ा ऐसा लग रहा होगा कि मुझे ना लमसम से अमाउंट मिल जाए कुछ. Maybe this is a pile who could be planning to start a business. This is a pile who could be planning to do something like applying for higher education, or want to maybe start like a YouTube channel, do content creation. ये कुछ venture करना चाहते हैं. Could be like a side gig, could be a main hustle, but they might be in the requirement of a lump sum amount of money. Or another thing that I'm getting is that maybe this pile does not have a strong savings in place, like a saving system in place. तो उनको होगा कि अगर मेरे पास lump sum में कुछ savings या money होता ना, then I would have been like more at ease. Okay. Another message that I'm getting for this pile is that this pile actually does feel very stuck foundationally. As if जो होता है ना कि बस अब my foundation slightly needs to be uprooted and I need to build a new foundation. Or it could be that in regards to my foundation, I need to go back to my original self, which is inspiration, communication, feeling inspired, feeling competitive. Basically आपको ना अपने सारे original traits वापस चाहिए, ऐसा आ रहा है. और अगर आप ऐसे नहीं थे, अब आप धीरे धीरे ऐसे बन रहे हो, तो आपको हो रहा है कि यार when I know that I need to have all these traits and attributes, why is it not happening? तो आप खुद ना अपनी लाइफ में वो शिफ्ट चाह रहे हो कि मैं यहाँ से निकल के कब वहाँ जाऊँगा यार या जाऊँगी. So that is broadly your messages for the month of June. Now coming on to your specific areas of life. In regards to your love life, just a second. In regards to your love life, what I'm actually seeing is there is some sort of a completion. अब frankly speaking ना मुझे कुछ ऐसा मैसेज नहीं आ रहा कि लव लाइफ अच्छी जाएगी, बुरी जाएगी, क्या जाएगी, but I'll try and decode it for different types of relationships you could be in. So first being where you're in no relationship. If you're single, what I'm currently feeling is that you're very much at ease with where things are. There's also a chance, even if you're single, those who have selected this file, you may have recently completed some sort of understanding in regards to relationships or come out of a particular relationship. बहुत टाइम से सिंगल हो तो ऐसा हो सकता है कि कुछ अपने बारे में रिलेशनशिप्स के एस्पेक्ट को लेकर कुछ और समझ आया हो, और अगर रिसेंटली सिंगल हो तो किसी एक पर्टिकुलर टाइप के रिलेशनशिप डायनामिक से निकले होंगे जिससे आपका विजडम बहुत बड़ा होगा. सो मुझे वहाँ पर तो काफ़ी स्टेबिलिटी इन सेंस क्या लग रही है, मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है कहीं ना कहीं यू आर ओके टेकिंग अ ब्रेक, यू आर नॉट रशिंग इट, because it's like you want to just understand that it should be the right one and not the wrong one. Also ना मुझे लग रहा है ये आपके लिए पर्सनल एक्सप्लोरेशन का बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग टाइम है, तो आपको अरे नहीं पहले मैं खुद को एक्सप्लोर कर लेता हूँ एंड अपनी सारी चीज़ें स्टेबल कर लेता हूँ, उसके बाद ही लाइक आई फोकस ऑन रिलेशनशिप. And if it is in regards to marriage, if you guys are happily married, then this is going to be a very positive period in the month of June. You and your partner might do a lot of activities together. You might actually give each other a lot of space also. You will feel like in the month of June on the relationship front, it's a very balanced marriage or relationship that you're in. This is also for people who are not married but in a stable and happy relationship. You might actually feel that there's a lot of balance in this relationship and you might actually get joy from this relationship. ऐसा भी हो सकता है during this month of June. There might be few things that you might finally decide to open up to your partner a little bit about. ऐसा हो सकता है that maybe a part of you, your true self, you were keeping it a little away from your partner, just thinking, I don't know if they'll get it or they'll not get it. So I think that balance is also something you would be able to bring out in the month of June. I'm not saying you would be like a spill it all, but you would be able to share certain aspects of you which may be unique to your partner. So it seems fulfilling. If you are somebody who is in a conflicted relationship, then I do feel that this whole aspect is going to come to an end. If some of you are awaiting a judgment on divorce or anything like that, it may turn to your favor. It's positive on that front in this month. Now coming to your career and your personal growth. So what I'm actually sensing is there's a lot of conflict around career, and actually conflict is such a narrow word. It's not just conflict, it's also about that there's a lot of struggle that is going to be there in regards to your career in the month of June. Clearly, as I see that financially you just feel that you want to be somewhere, but to be somewhere you might need more finances. So that is a cycle that it feels like you are in. That's one thing. Second thing, there's a lot of confusion, or there's a lot of fight that you're putting up with your own self in regards to what is it that you expect out of your career, where it is that you are now, where do you want to be reaching next. And frankly speaking, I don't see this getting, I see this getting changed. From the cards it said no, but then this card like suddenly stopped me. So I do feel it may get changed for some of you. I'm still getting that message. I'm not getting it see. My cards now, they will just spill the truth too much. So for some of you it may get stable, but for many of you I'm actually seeing it will not get stable. And why? Because you have personally blocked your own attributes and traits quite a lot. Suppose if you were somebody who was always very courageous and competitive in your college times, but now you just feel that it's like I'm just a nobody, or I'm just like a random another person in my career now, or in my job, in my business. That is because you have to sit with yourself and unleash your old self. You have to talk, यार उस टाइम पे ऐसा क्या था जो मतलब मेरे अंदर था, because opportunities रहे, privilege रहे, या ecosystem रहे, वो सारी चीज़ें secondary हो जाती हैं. When we have our own attributes within us held strong ना, then हम में वो हिम्मत भी आ जाती है कि हम इकोसिस्टम चेंज कर रहे हैं, हम बथेरी चीज़ें अपने आसपास चेंज करें जस्ट टू बी वेयर वी वांट टू बी। तो उस चीज़ की बहुत ज़रूरत है और आपका पर्सनल ग्रोथ काफ़ी ब्लॉक्ड है। इनफैक्ट मुझे लग रहा है इस लेवल तक ब्लॉक्ड है कि शायद ना करंटली आप काफ़ी डिफेंसिव भी हो जाते होंगे। अगर सपोज आपको कोई कॉल आउट करता होगा या कोई अगर आपसे एक पर्टिकुलर एट्रीब्यूट या ट्रीट के बारे में आपको कुछ नॉलेज देता होगा या अपने इनसे कुछ विजडम देना चाहता होगा, तो आपको लगता होगा हाँ हाँ ठीक है, नसीहत नहीं चाहिए। सो मुझे थोड़ा सा डिफेंसिव लग रहा है, थोड़ा सा मुझे डिनायल लग रहा है, बिकॉज मे बी यू हैव हैड अ सर्टन हार्ड जर्नी अप अंटिल हियर ऑल्सो। सो आई थिंक यूर ऑल्सो स्लाइटली टायर्ड ऑफ चेंज। यू लाइक अभी कितना ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन, समझ ही नहीं आ रहा है लाइक व्हेन विल दिस ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन एंड, एंड सेकेंडली व्हाट इज इट यील्डिंग इन टू, व्हाट इज इट ब्रिंगिंग फॉर यू। सो वो मेरे को एक डिस्कनेक्ट दिख रहा है। For some of you, you may get certain clarity by the end of this month, which will bring maybe a certain level of stability. Then couple of other things here. Again, it's such a mixed message, but that's true now because this is a general reading, so it can't be the same message for everybody. Some of you might actually get a particular proposal this month in regards to marriage, which may get materialized, okay? Then some of you which will get certain proposals like this, देर इज़ अ चांस इट मे नॉट गेट मटीरियलाइज्ड। सब कुछ इमोशनली वगैरह अच्छा लगेगा, बट ऐसा हो सकता है कि बाद में कोई ऐसी बात निकले जो स्टक अप हो, ओके? एंड द थर्ड मैसेज वाया दीज कार्ड्स दैट केम आउट इज, आप जो भी करना चाहते हो ना अपनी लाइफ में, अपने पैशन के लिए, विच इज़ कॉलिंग योर सोल, if you want to do it, then you have to stop looking at things that you don't have that support you. You have to stop looking at the spilled cup. You have to instead just look at the cup that is still out there upright. How can I make best use of this situation? That is what you have to look at. So, and you know, it's actually very interesting. Can you see this? This person is so focused on looking at the cups that have spilled, maybe worrying about अरे यार इनका पानी गिर गया, what happened, this and that. ये दो तो हैं, इसको नहीं देख रहा। एंड थोड़ा सा आगे जाके देयर इज अ वाटर स्ट्रीम जिससे दे कैन गो एंड फिल इन देयर कप्स अगेन, उसको भी नहीं देख रहा। सो इट्स जस्ट दैट होता है ना कि माइंडसेट इतना नेगेटिविटी पे फोकस है दैट ही जस्ट नीड्स टू स्नैप आउट एंड मे बी लुक अराउंड, ही विल लाइक अरे वो पानी, आई जस्ट क्विकली गो एंड फिल द कप्स अगेन विद दैट वाटर। सो दैट इज समथिंग दैट इज अ प्रॉब्लम। इमोशनली बहुत नेगेटिव हो रखे हो, उसको फिक्स करने की ज़रूरत है। आई वुड से स्पीक टू अ लाइफ कोच or some therapist who can help you with this. Secondly, there is a chance that once you move your focus away from things that you have the focus on, which right now as per my cards is just negativity, you might actually start noticing an influx of right opportunities also coming your way. And the last message via this cards is, if somebody has been dating or if somebody has been kind of like trying to find the right person, and suddenly out of nowhere some person comes in your life and you just feel, oh my god, this can be like a new emotional beginning. It's not. So that's it. Bas, it's not. So yeah, I mean that's the message from these cards. Now let me just see if there are going to be any blessings in the month of June, something that will turn the situation around. Okay, cards, we need blessings in the month of June 2022 for this pile. Let's not talk more about what's going on internally with them. Look in. It's like my cards are also like, nahi, we have to talk about what's going on internally with them. Just give me a minute. Okay. So cards, just want to know any practical, real-time 3D blessings for them in the month of June, if there are going to be any. No personal blockages. I don't see any blessings in the month of June. Because again, outlook yaar. It's like that, you know, you are so focused on only financial blessings or having that lump sum कि जो आपके आसपास छोटी छोटी चीज़ें आप उसको नहीं देख रहे हो. So your eyes and everything is shut and you are happy being stuck in this place and mindset right now only because you are like कि नहीं मुझे अभी इसी में रहने दो, मैं बहुत टेंशन में हूँ. आप देख ही नहीं पा रहे हो कहीं और. तो मैं आपको frankly advice करूँगी that हाँ, stay in this. Why? Because sometimes you need to be in this to go into the deepest, darkest phases and in the deepest, darkest parts of our mind to finally realize, hey, things are not that bad. So maybe you will get that moment which will like make you snap out of it, or maybe this is the deep dark aspect that you need to turn around your financial and your career situation. Is there any other message for this pile? Oh, okay. What is the Page of Wands? So yes, like I said, maybe just stay with the feelings that you're getting. थोड़ा पॉजिटिविटी इसलिए हेल्प करती है बिकॉज समटाइम्स बहुत नेगेटिविटी हमें क्रिपल्ड भी बना देती है. इट मेक्स अस टू फियरफुल. सो बीइंग अ लिटिल बिट पॉजिटिव एंड चैनलाइजिंग दैट नेगेटिविटी इनटू समथिंग प्रोडक्टिव इज व्हाट्स गोइंग टू हेल्प यू. बट डेफिनेटली यू आर गोइंग टू टेक सर्टन स्टेप्स इन द मंथ ऑफ जून to build a new you, to build more resources and money for you. You're ready to start from the scratch. So no blessings as such, but all I would say is maybe your focus is too much on career right now, building yourself stably in terms of finances. Do that. Don't be very negative, and I keep seeing this card again and again. Don't feel so stuck in every aspect. I have nobody to talk to, I'm so lonely, this and that. Sometimes, frankly speaking, you need that to be able to spring out of a particular situation. When you become so worse in something that you just realize, there's only one way from this bottom ground, that is upward. So I have to figure a way of going upward. So that's it for pile number 1. And if you like the reading, if you could relate with it, please do leave a comment below. And please do subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. If you picked up the card for surrender obsessive thinking, then this reading is for you. That you picked up, surrender obsessive thinking, talks about that if you want to be somewhere in life, if you want to achieve certain things, if you want to change situations in your life, thinking will not lead to it. Action will lead to it. And how will action come from? It will not come from thinking. It will come from working on yourself, becoming emotionally and mentally aware, then polishing off the positive traits, the emotional awareness, courage, fearlessness, decisiveness, and then accordingly taking action in regards to whatever change you want to bring in your life. यार ये कार्ड्स क्यों गिरते रहते हैं? ये टाइम ही ऐसा चल रहा है क्या? नहीं, not so great cards. ये पाल तो बहुत हैवी होने वाली है. Oh God, I should brace myself also, otherwise I start channeling the feelings also too much. Okay. Okay, so basically this pile's main focus is just predominantly their love life and their relationship. बाकी सब ठीक है. I'm not saying like it's all there, but manageable. But then it is loneliness that's keeping you up at night. It is fighting your battles alone for so long. Not finding comfort even in friends and just feeling very alone is also what I'm getting for this pile. Okay, so coming down to the messages, it's actually a very confusing pile. Give me a minute, huh? I will not be able to do storytelling for this pile. There are so many mixed messages. It will be unfair for me to do a story and try to tie all messages with each other. So I will just share out a couple of messages that I'm getting. Some of you people who have picked up this pile could possibly be going through depression or some sort of sorrow state of mind and heart. I would urge you to take therapy. कुछ का तो मुझे बहुत ही रियल डिप्रेशन लग रहा है कि शायद आपको ना मुश्किल भी हो रही होगी टू कम आउट ऑफ द बेड. So news flash guys, I recorded the entire video and the video was not recording only thanks to my sister who disturbed me, and now she's here to disturb me again. So we'll start with the reading again. Thankfully I do remember the cards and I remember the reading also, because I literally just shot it and realized that it was not actually very it was not short. Okay, so I'll start with from the starting. Like I said, the pile had very mixed messages. First, me on the side of that, this pile is feeling either very depressed and lonely. This is specifically I'm getting for people who are single and for people who feel that they are not doing very well in regards to their career. So there is a chance of you actually feeling very restricted and very stuck in the sense कि हम आगे क्यों नहीं बढ़ पा रहे हैं. I think this pile could also be having issues in terms of getting up from the bed. They could also be feeling very heavy on their upper back and in the middle of their chest from time to time. और उनको upper back पे तो काफ़ी heavy feel होता होगा. So yes, I mean if you are able to relate with this, then this pile might be for you. Then the other message that I'm getting in this pile is that some of you are actually feeling very stuck. And मुझे ना एक और feeling भी क्या नहीं है इस pile को देखकर. मुझे लग रहा है कुछ लोगों के साथ ना उनके खुद के डिसीजंस कुछ ऐसे हुए हैं, कुछ लाइफ में चीज़ें ऐसी करी हैं कि उनको ना बार बार ये कहने का मन आ रहा है कि धोखा धोखा धोखा. एंड आई एम चैनलिंग अ मैसेज दैट यू नो it's like how, if I have to explain you the message, how Kangna Ranaut in the movie Queen felt that all the restrictions she brought on herself was actually restriction by other people on her. डांस नहीं कर सकते, बर्प नहीं कर सकते, दिस एंड दैट. तो मुझे वो फीलिंग आ रही है. लाइक सम ऑफ यू मे बी रियलाइजिंग दैट सिंस सच अ लॉन्ग वाइल आई हैव बीन सो रिस्ट्रिक्टेड एंड kept or asked to do things in a particular manner, and I am not the one who actually wanted to be like that. It is the people in my life, and where are those people now? Nowhere. They have left me on my own. So धोखा combined with क्या सीख दी जा रही है मुझे, like it's just very confusing. ये पायल बहुत confused है, sorry, बहुत restricted है. And you know this is what is happening. Like when I'm speaking also, even though I've already read these cards, it's like मुझे समझाना ही नहीं आ रहा कि यार जो मेरे अंदर इमोशन है ना, that is just I just want to break free and run away. अब बस, अब वो सैडनेस से है, धोखे से है, किससे मुझे नहीं पता, मुझे बस भगा लो. Take me away from the situation is what I'm getting. Another message that I'm getting for this pile is if some of you have been thinking about starting some sort of donations in your life, please do. This is your message. But if you've been thinking about loaning money to somebody, or if somebody comes and asks you money, you are not supposed to do that in the month of June. It's not going to be fruitful. There's a chance of money not coming back. Okay. Emotionally, for some of you, I'm also sensing this pile kind of wants like a new beginning. And emotionally, when I say I do mean relationships, तो मुझे कुछ के लिए ऐसा लग रहा है कि कुछ को ना एक बड़ी न्यू सी बिगनिंग चाहिए उस रिगार्ड्स में. ओके. Majorly, this pile is kind of attributing about. Majorly what this pile is telling me is in regards to relationships in the month of June. If you are married or in a relationship, it's not going to be happy. You are going to feel like either leaving your partner, or your partner might signal like a lot about that. You might feel very emotionally confused. Your communication is not going to be very good. And let me also tell you what my cards are telling me. The problem could be you. You don't know what you want. You don't know what is it that you seek out of your emotional space in regards to your love and everything emotionally. Okay. And it's somewhere you are projecting that onto your partner. That's one thing. Second thing, मुझे ना स्पाइल के लिए जो मैरिड है, जो कमिटेड रिलेशनशिप्स हैं, मुझे लग रहा है उनको भी ना शायद अब थोड़ी सी चीज़ें रियलाइज हो रही हैं. ऐसा हो सकता है for some of you that maybe people around your life, around you, taught the definition of stability and everything being a lot more financially led than emotional understanding. जैसे कहते हैं ना, background हो, घराना हो, this and that, and now suddenly you're realizing that if that is actually what you think you needed, so you yourself, that's why you're confused. If you are single, then I'm sensing that a lot of your loneliness or depressive episodes, or feeling sad, lonely, feeling that heaviness in your body could actually be from the feeling of being single. Some of you could be craving physical intimacy. Some of you could be just craving that emotional bond, that place, oh my god, I want to be understood, and you know, like feel like there's somebody for me also, because I'm also sensing that some of you may not be finding that comfort in your friends. आपको लग रहा होगा मेरे friends भी नहीं है ऐसे जिनके साथ मैं बैठ के हार्ट टू हार्ट कर सकूँ, या आपको अपने फ्रेंड से भी कोई मेजर कंफर्ट नहीं आ रहा होगा. ओके, सो यू मस्ट बी लिटरली सीकिंग जस्ट अ पोटेंशियल पार्टनरशिप. That's one thing. Coming down to your career in the month of June, a lot of you could be actually going for higher education. Okay, and okay, there is a message that I just got for the love reading. I'll come on to it after. Okay, let me just, this happened in the last pile also. I started reading for career and then again it started talking. I mean, in the last reading that I shot for you guys, started reading about career and then again the love messages fell out. So there could be somebody entering in your life in the month of June who could be from your past in regards to a relationship. किसी से पास में आपका relationship होगा, maybe they might make an entry into your life again. I don't know whom this message is for. It is for singles or it is for married. The morals and the values is on you, so please take it however, like if this shows up in your life. Secondly, for some of you, there is a heavy need to let go of your past. तो कुछ लोग पास्ट में इतना ज़्यादा स्टक हैं that they are not able to move forward. Can you see, like, the whole view is only restricted, then how will they move forward? And it's restricted by past. And that is why this emotional confusion, the feeling of wanting to run away, more or less this is for people who are already in a relationship or married. So that's that. I hope no more love messages till I finish these messages. Deck. Okay, now moving on to career. Some of you could be opting for higher studies in the month of June. If you were awaiting certain results on your tests, you might get positive results. Some of you could actually be promoted to a slight leadership role. Why I say slight? Because मुझे बड़ा strong message नहीं आ रहा है सबके लिए, कुछ के लिए आ रहा है. तो actually slight leadership role क्या होता है? मतलब कोई project management है, कुछ आपको leadership role मिल जाएगा, सबको नहीं मिलेगा, किसी को मिल सकता है. Okay, and at the same time, in regards to your personal growth, frankly speaking, there's nothing wrong. मुझे लग रहा है सिर्फ emotionally ही चीज़ें काफ़ी wrong हैं. एक मैसेज और है इस फाइल में, वो है कि कुछ लोग ना अपना करियर ट्रांजिशन करने का सोच रहे होंगे, एक स्विच करने का सोच रहे होंगे, फील्ड या करियर ही ऑल टुगेदर. तो आप वो कर लोगे अगर आप उसके लिए स्टेप्स ले लो तो ओवरऑल जून के मंथ में कुछ बुरा नहीं है. इमोशनली डिस्टर्ब बहुत रहोगे, इमोशनली हैप्पी नहीं रहोगे, फिर चाहे मैरिड हो, रिलेशनशिप में हो या सिंगल हो. सिंगल हो तो लोनली रहोगे, मैरिड और रिलेशनशिप में हो तो बहुत ही नॉट अंडरस्टूड फील करोगे बाय योर पार्टनर. ओके, then on the personal front, I had actually pulled out the cards that I remembered from the readings. I'm just gonna, because I told you the reading was not recording right. So personally में क्या आ रहा है that it's just that you will have everything but you just want to wait for a major transition in your life. तो एक तो happiness नहीं है. happiness क्यों नहीं है? Because you don't feel loved, or your emotional or the love aspect of your life is not feeling very fulfilled. तो एक वो main distraught है आपकी life में. Okay, then I remember from the last reading, as and when I was picking out the cards to give you guys a message, which I will give right now. I have these cards here. So there was a message which basically said that this pile is actually very low on their emotional awareness, especially the ones who are married and who are in a relationship, because of which there's so much of emotional conflict with your partner. And as I took out the cards signaled me that no, the people listening to this pile may not actually want to listen to you also or your advice. Like, that's how much in a denial they are in, or how much in defense they are in regards to, oh, don't tell us that we are wrong about feeling about so and so things emotionally. So I think maybe there is just a little bit of introspection that needs to be done. There is self-talk that needs to be done. What do you want out of your life? You need to know that to be able to communicate that clearly to others. Then the last message that I have for this file is, first, it is not a great month for relationships. You are definitely going to feel stuck. Also मुझे लगता है आप में से कुछ के ना थोड़े self sabotaging patterns होंगे, किसी को कुछ addiction की भी आदत होगी. Could be anything, could be smoking also, could be drinking also. वो थोड़ा spike up कर सकती है within this month. And in regards to finding your emotional awareness, this was the message. How can you tame a tiger? Something that is so ferocious. If you can tame a tiger with love, patience, care, then that is the same attitude we need to adopt. And actually, love, patience, care is again a narrow approach to things. Actually, what it tells you about is the perseverance and the clarity that this woman had. That no, she really wanted to tame the tiger, because she had that nurturing and clear approach in regards to what she wanted to do. If you look at this image, it doesn't feel that she is trying to manipulate the tiger, you know. It genuinely feels like coming from a space of transparency, honesty, and love. So, that is the kind of emotional awareness you need to build first towards yourself and then towards people around you. Just being nice on the face value of things may not help. Emotionally manipulative attitude may not help. What needs to help is you need to become more emotionally aware to know that, okay, what do you want to retain in your life? The tigers basically you want to tame or you want to let go in your life. Lastly, for very few of you, there is a message definitely कि financially or career wise things are going to transition a little bit very soon for some of you, and there must be some opportunity that you could be waiting for a very long time that's going to reach out to you within this month. Things will start progressing within this month, and there might be a pretty big shift within this month for you in regards to your career. For sure, leadership position is what some of you are getting this month. Competition hoga, be prepared to fight it out. Okay. Like I said, for some of you, there is a chance of somebody coming back in your life or some sort of an emotional opportunity presenting itself. Emotional or passionate opportunity. This could be opportunity for some of you who are looking for certain relationship, or this could be an opportunity, you know, like when you're transitioning your career, you really wanted to try something else that you feel called to do, and that might present itself to you. You are being asked to focus more on things that inspire you, focus on your hobbies, do things that you truly enjoy doing. Just go back and find your inspiration. And don't worry about making money, or don't worry about finances so much. Just invest little money in terms of what you want to do. And oh my god, again the same message. If you will not break your emotional patterns, and if you will not be emotionally aware, you will constantly keep on suffering. So that is what you have to understand. So that's it for the month of June. If you guys like the reading or any part of it resonated, please comment below and let me know, because it helps me build my confidence. And please do follow me on YouTube and follow me on Instagram. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. If you chose the card surrender low self-esteem, well then you already know that what you are supposed to be surrendering in the month of June. And now we will look via the Rider-Waite deck into your month of June and figure out what you could be expecting in this month. Okay, I'm not taking. इतने सारे कार्ड्स आए जा रहे हैं. Let me just take out all and then I'll explain you the meaning. Okay, last message. Is there any other message? Okay, a lot of movement happening in the month of June. Some of you could actually be relocating or looking forward to an opportunity in some other country or some other city. Or if not looking forward to an opportunity, this could just be a conversation you might be having with yourself, that do you want to move to another country? Do you want to build your life in some other country or in some other city? Movement तो बहुत है in cards में, so this is something very positive. In fact, one of the most positive piles that I've received here in this particular reading. A couple of quick messages here are that after a very long period of not feeling fulfilled, feeling constantly let down by your life, by what all had been happening to you, there is going to be a brand new beginning. There is going to be a starting of something new. There is going to be a feeling of feeling grounded, rooted, finally finding your soul family, or like I said, building your life maybe in some new city or new place, at least for the month of June. Some of you could actually visit some other place for a short period, and you might get a lot of benefit out of that. Just say, like abhi work from home chal raha hai na, so some people decide that okay, in the month of June I want to work out of some other city, or I want to be traveling while I'm working. It will be very fulfilling. Some of you could be starting a new job or some new project in the month of June, and you would be laying the foundation of that. And frankly speaking, it's a very positive pile, because you have actually already come out of a lot of personal blockages, fears, patterns, and like you just can't wait that okay, all this new energy, I just want to like now channelize it and move forward with it, is what I'm getting for sure. Then in regards to your love life, so there is one message in regards to your love life. मुझे ऐसा लगता है some of you have just given up hope on love only, and it's not like a negative hope, lessness. It's more like, one second. Yeah, it's more like अब जब होगा तब देखेंगे, but this is not one aspect where I would be thinking about or fretting about it a little bit too much. Like you're just like, I will not think about my love life only anymore now. I am in a great space, I am having fun in my life, I'm chilling, and whenever life will have it stored in for me, that's when I'm going to be seeing what it throws at me, and that's when I'll be taking it ahead. Because you're also very clear in the kind of partnership that you're seeking, I think, now, so that's a good thing. For all those who are in a committed relationship or married, for you the message is that actually it could be a mixed month this year. You might be attending a lot of family functions, events, or things like that together, but somehow now it'll feel very confusing. छोटे मोटे conflicts आ सकते हैं, discussions around responsibility in relationship, accountability, उन सब के aspects आ सकते हैं, satisfaction नहीं feel होगी fully in the relationship, वो आ रहा है. बट काफ़ी कुछ सेलिब्रेटरी इकट्ठे अटेंड करोगे, could be like functions, weddings, etc. For people who are single, who are in a conflicted space in regards to like they have been recently widowed or like they are divorced, so for that I'm getting that maybe things have just closed, a particular chapter has just closed, and now you're like that, I want to give some time to myself and I want to keep it like that. So no major progress in the month of June, but for all those who have done a lot of inner work and hard work, I'm actually seeing that you are ready now for a right sort of a relationship. And that's why when I say that you have given up on love, actually I should say it like that, you have given up on stressing about love. So now you are just waiting that when it will be right, it will happen, and I know that it will happen for me. So actually, frankly speaking, a great space to be in. Look at the bottom of the deck energy, movement, so much movement in these cards. In regards to career, there's a chance that some of you had been looking at an opportunity that comes from a space of passion for you, love for you in regards to work and career, and you will get that. थोड़ा सा मुझे वेटिंग पीरियड दिख रहा है, कुछ के लिए ऐसा हो सकता है जून में चीज़ें एकदम से प्रोग्रेस ना हो, and you might just have to wait it out a little bit, for that opportunity to become like 100 and from 70 currently, kind of like that is what I'm getting. For some of you I'm also getting कि जिसको figure out करना था, या कोई अगर career transition में था, job switch में था, उनको ना वो क्लैरिटी आ चुकी है, तो बस नाउ दे विल बी जस्ट एक्टिवली हंटिंग फॉर अपॉर्चुनिटीज़. थोड़ी डिसअपॉइंटमेंट्स के लिए प्रिपेयर रहना, सब कुछ एकदम से नहीं मिलेगा बट मिल जाएगा. सो थोड़ा सा वेटिंग पीरियड रखने की ज़रूरत है, इमोशनली खुद को बैलेंस रखने की ज़रूरत है, बिकॉज माई गॉड यार, यू गाइस आर इन सच ग्रेट स्पेस, लाइक द ओनली पार्ट विच इज़ मेकिंग मी हैप्पी. सो जस्ट be in this energy of like कि हाँ सब ठीक है, like when you wake up each morning, just tell yourself everything is fine, everything is good. I just need to put this on charging. 1 minute guys. So career wise actually things are going to be great. थोड़ा सा waiting period है अभी, मुझे लग रहा है for some of you ना things will start happening in the month of July, तो थोड़ा जुलाई तक वेट कर लो for some of you. कुछ के लिए जिनके लिए अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ पहले क्लोज हो गई हैं, उनके लिए थोड़ा स्लो मूविंग एनर्जी हो सकती है, दैट्स अबाउट इट. And some of you could actually transition to a leadership role, you know, within this month or within the coming 1.5 month. Like जुलाई तक की एनर्जी दिख रही है एक्चुअली इस डेक में. तो ऐसा हो सकता है इस स्प्रेड में. तो ऐसा हो सकता है that you know you might actually move to like a more leadership role. You might be given certain important duties at work where you would have to lead or mentor a team. So it's great. And lastly, on the personal growth front, it's so positive, yaar. Everything is so nice. It feels like, you know, you are going to be counting your blessings. Like, you know, usually in my readings, I have to tell people, count your blessings, count your blessings. You're like, no, I'm already counting my blessings. I'm pretty chill. So stay in this energy, even if in the middle of the month or towards the end of the month, if something starts feeling like dwindling a little bit on account of emotions, just stay in this energy that just keep counting your blessings. And some of you are actually wanting to maybe travel abroad also, maybe for a vacation. So actually I would tell you do that. There is very abroad or like moving away from your current city sort of energy. तो करो, क्योंकि if you are being called to do this now, there is some reason that you are being called to do this. It's not coming from a space of impulse or anything. It's coming from a space of knowing that there could be something there. So I would tell you that go do it. I told you it's one of the most positive piles. Look at this card. It's one of my favorite cards. So a lot of your wishes are actually going to get fulfilled within this period. And don't ignore any email, any call that you may get within this period. कुछ ना कुछ call, किसी ना किसी email में कुछ छोटी सी blessing होगी, कुछ छोटी सी opportunity होगी, जो आपको धीरे धीरे bigger opportunities की तरफ लेकर जाएगी. And you will not believe the card that is just falling out, guys. This was literally at the bottom of the deck, you know. So a lot of movement. सब slowly होगा, progressive energy है, so that's a great thing. But जैसे कहते हैं ना, like to climb this step of the ladder, you would have to again take the first, second, third. And it takes a while to be able to reach to the 10th step. So that's exactly what is the message there in this pile for you. I'll see if there are any particular blessings for you in the month of June. Okay, one card only, please, guys. पहली ब्लेसिंग क्या आ रही है ना, अगर कोई कम्युनिकेशन स्पेस में है वेयर दे हैव टू यूज देयर वॉइस और देयर अथॉरिटी और देयर लीडरशिप टू बी एबल टू डू समथिंग, दैट पर्टिकुलर प्रोजेक्ट और दैट पर्टिकुलर वेंचर इज रियली गोइंग टू take you places. So stay invested in it. Okay, that's first thing. Whatever you're using as per your key traits in terms of building something or taking a job like that, or maybe just picking hobbies and building your life around that, it's going to be very fulfilling. But there is also a card of heartbreak here. So let me just see what is in regards to. मुझे लग रहा है maybe slow energy को लेकर है. To take this card also. Okay. So थोड़ा सा डिसअपॉइंटमेंट इस मंथ में हो सकता है. फर्स्ट, अगर कहीं पे कोई प्रपोजल चल रहा है या किसी से कोई रिलेशनशिप चल रहा है और जब आप शादी की बात करो आगे ले जाकर, तो शायद वो सही से पैन आउट नहीं होगी. दैट्स वन थिंग. एंड सेकेंडली, थोड़ा सा ऐसा हो सकता है ड्यूरिंग द मिडल ऑफ द मंथ or literally within 1 week into the month, you might lose your faith a little bit yet again. So I would tell you to reaffirm that your faith and yourself is the only thing that you can carry with you, and that faith can move mountains. So faith has the power to change your life also. So constantly reaffirm that to you. Second, मुझे लग रहा है थोड़ा सा ना, all the positive energies, basically you are just laying the seeds of that right now. So the exact bigger rich outcomes are going to be somewhere many months down the line, or actually many months down the line. I don't want to say few weeks down the line just to sound hopeful. तो शायद उससे डिसअपॉइंटमेंट हो सकती है इन रिगार्ड्स टू कितनी प्लानिंग करनी पड़ रही है, कितना फाइनेंस चाहिए हर चीज़ बिल्ड करने के लिए, तो वो है। दूसरी चीज़ क्या है, मुझे लग रहा है फॉर सम पीपल ना, यू माइट बी इन सच एन एनर्जी ऑफ डूइंग सो मेनी थिंग्स कि आपको ना मन करेगा टू बी क्वाइट and to not share a lot of things with a lot of people. You might of course share it with your inner circle, but then you would want to be quiet about your plans. You would want to keep like everything to yourself and not put it out to a lot of people in your life, which is good. Stay in that energy, okay? Like if you believe in nazar, so it's okay, like it works, okay? Like because when we are quiet, we are doing things, we are not chasing perfectionism, or we are not chasing somebody else's idea of validation. We are simply doing what we want to do for ourselves, so we are okay with our pace, and like we say, slow and steady can also win the race, so that's fine. Then like I said, there could be disappointment for few of you in regards to a particular rishta or in regards to love life. और मैंने पहले भी देखा कि कुछ disappointed है, mostly लोग are like जब होना होगा हो जाएगा, can't be worried about it. बट किसी के लिए अगर कुछ अरेंज मैरिज या किसी के लिए कोई सर्टन प्रपोजल है जो वो शादी का चाह रहे थे, तो उसके चांसेस कैंसिल होने के हैं. एंड लास्टली, सी सम ऑफ यू आर डेफिनेटली मूविंग टू सम अदर प्लेस फॉर श्योर, एंड वहीं से अब काफ़ी चीज़ें आपकी बिल्डअप होनी शुरू होंगी. एंड सम ऑफ यू आर डेफिनेटली गेटिंग सम सॉर्ट ऑफ अ लीडरशिप रोल और सम प्रोजेक्ट दैट माइट एक्चुअली make you build your own team and like lead a team, and that project could be like a maverick project in your life that can change things in your life. So blessings तो बहुत सारी हैं. blessings तो ये भी हैं कि अगर communication space में हो, leadership role में हो, तो उसको और develop करो. count your blessings, सब कुछ अच्छा है. पहली positive energy में हो. if you want to keep things to yourself, keep it that way. You're doing a lot of things maybe here and there, and that's fine. You are likely to relocate, move to some city or travel abroad and get like some very important project in your life, move to a higher leadership role or like a role of importance in regards to your career. And the only disappointment you can expect in the month of May is thoda sa losing patience and courage in between. So like I said, faith can move mountains. And if some of you were in a roka or were in a relationship where things had to now be taken on to the front of marriage, मुझे वो होता हुआ नहीं दिख रहा है. So that's it for this file, and if you guys resonated with any part of this file, please do comment below. I love seeing comments, it builds confidence in me. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube and also follow me on my Instagram. Bye.